to make a change. Gotta make the change. You decide to make a change. You don't want to be a ho-ho-ho Merry Christmas no more. And you don't want to invite other people into your relationships anymore. AKA, man, you don't want to have no side pieces, no side flings. That's perfectly fine. Fuck this person. And however they feel. Because they were holding on, waiting for you to make this change anyway. They were holding on too tightly, trying to wait for you to make this change and holding all of their aggression back, waiting to turn up on you, waiting for you to tell them that they were not the one that that inspired this change, that you were gonna be better for. That's how people do. Welcome in, collective. I'm your Royal Priestess BB, and I'm an intuitive reader. Thank you for clicking on the video, and since you did, there must be something here for you. Now, everything is yours, so take only what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. We ask that our high vibrational, loving, plus caring ancestor guides, guardian angels, archangels, and even Father God reign true and present. We pray that the good Lord contend with those that contend with us, plus fight against those that fight with us. Take up shield and buckler, arise, and come to our aid. If anyone is here to send evil eye, ill wishes, or negative energy, Father God, we pray that it is escorted out to the left, to the left, to the left, and return back with love. Thank you. In Jesus' name, amen. Hey, collective, my beauty babes, my solid soldiers. How are you guys doing? I pray that you are doing well. I pray that abundance, love, joy, success, and many achievements that you are desiring and manifesting are meeting you well. And I pray that you are getting your shine on. In Jesus' name, amen. Sending all the love to you guys. This week feels really good. And it may be because we're coming out of Mercury retrograde. Mercury literally goes out of retrograde today. Hallelujah. Okay? And I'm a Cancer sun. And this Mercury retrograde, I'm not going to say it's been whooping up on me. I think everybody has been feeling it. It's just because, like, it's been very emotional. You've been able to feel it, right? You feel emotions. So I think everybody's just been feeling it, if we're being honest. It's almost impossible to ignore this Mercury retrograde. And I really felt a big shift this Mercury retrograde, where it's been like going back over things that you already know, going back over things that you already understand, you just did not take action on, because Mercury is a messenger, so it does involve movement, right? So that says that there is some type of action, right? Mercury, Mars, there's some type of action, there's some type of movement that needs to happen with mercurial energy. So this Mercury retrograde definitely put all of us collectively in a space where we had to remember, like, movement and things that you already know, right? Remember, right? Revise. It's going back over something. It's like, don't act like you didn't know this already. Don't act like you weren't aware of this already, right? It's coming back to your attention for you to remember it and to utilize it, because you weren't utilizing it before. Okay, so yeah, and I got back to my pick-a pals. I came back to primary focus of Spiritualist Corner, where I was really trying to balance it between, like, physical and spiritual. I was really trying to balance it, where it was starting to get a little, I'm not going to say it was starting to get unbalanced. I would like to say God delivered me before it did get unbalanced. God was like, let's go ahead and cut this short. Let's cut this short. So, collective, that may be something that's going on now. You guys will be cutting something short, and you're comfortable. You feel good in it. Guys, I am in my night sleep attire, and I feel so good. It feels good. It doesn't feel forced. It feels very comfortable. And the moon is still in Scorpio now, going into Sagittarius. So, and I've been on time. I've been meeting deadlines that I set myself. So it feels good. That may be something that we have going now, collective. I have made some investments. Obviously, I got some new cards, so we can point out some relationship things. And I got a timer, guys. I got a timer. Isn't it the cutest little thing? It wasn't buzzing at first, but now it is buzzing. So I don't know. But yeah, I got a timer. There was something else that I had to share with you guys that I just blanked on a little bit. The new cards, the timer. Divine Masculines got ahead of the collective and the Divine Feminines, the beauty babes. The solid soldiers went first this week, which technically that's how it is already scheduled. That's how I've already scheduled it and positioned it. But yeah, Divine Masculines reading was up first, because I'm doing these on time, right? So I'm just like to say, maybe my foresight or my assistance is on time. But either way, the Divine Masculines went up first. And yeah, I don't know, it was quite a bit. So collective, we're gonna see what's here in, like, energetically as a whole. So maybe that the divine masculines can make a little bit more sense because the solid soldiers is having to be solid. Hold it down. P.O.P. hold it down. So we're gonna get it rocking. I'm gonna give y'all 35 minutes. 35 minutes. And you guys will hear the ticking the whole time. I'm gonna put it where the face will meet here. Okay. And we're gonna start with the tarot. Let's see what's going on. I have not shuffled anything, guys. I haven't done anything. I literally just was like, let's get it rocking. Let's make it do what it do. Because, yeah. Staying on one pace. So, yeah. Alright. Ooh. Let's let it drop. Alright. The Divine Masculines didn't have many tarot cards in their reading. We got 9 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Subconscious fulfillment. That looks nice. Usually I go through the deck. So tonight. Oh, with the sun card behind it. The sun moves into Leo tomorrow. Woo woo. I'm still celebrating my birthday. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care what nobody feel about it. Talk to somebody else about it. I don't care less. But we do love when the sun is in Leo. It's at home. It's at home. It feels so good. So confident. It's shining a light on us. Giving us love. So this is really, really nice. Somebody is subconsciously content with clarity here that they've got. That they've been holding on to something. And the truth came in to help them. And there's conscious truth that they didn't know what to choose here. Okay. I love how there's a line here. There's always a separation. There's a Fool card here. Uranus energy. There's a new beginning here for sure. A new path that we get to walk, that we get to take. And it's by choice because she is willingly diving into this pool. Right? She's connected to her spirituality. And she's leaning back into the possibilities. So that's nice. Woo! All right. Consciously taking action. Consciously taking it and running with it. Right? With the subconscious opportunity here. Being subconsciously optimistic. Of your energetic manifestations arriving. Knowing that you're about to get to ride the wave. Somebody say, I'm about to ride the wave. Okay. Page of Cups, Page of Wands. This is really good. This looks good. I don't know what's going on in the masculines. I don't know what's going on with the masculines. This is group effort, right? Ooh, there's energetic commitment here. Somebody is committing here. Wow, and love bombing at the same time. But this could be love bombing in a good way. Let's see. Yeah, this is love bombing in a good way. This is love bombing in a good way. This is Knight of Cups genuinely upright. This is someone like energetically stabilizing, like where somebody, because energy does not lie, but it can deceive. Where someone may have been a little bit confused on, somebody's energy towards them. They're crystal clear now. They know what time it is to the point. They're in Knight of Cups energy. They're like, I'm ready. And this could be, I'm ready. This could be with ourselves. It could be with ourselves. We could be subconsciously taking action for the love of ourselves. And getting energetically recognized for it. Getting praised for it. Right? At the end of the day, this also could be the universe acknowledging it. Because we're no longer sitting and thinking negatively, being pessimistic. We are combating the negative thoughts with positive belief, faith, and trust in the universe, in ourselves. This looks good. This looks good. Let's go with some of these. Because I'm trying to keep the same cards in each reading. There's a message here. Pigs are flying. This could be a message of a miracle. Especially with this Page of Wands. Childlike energy, for sure. Let's see what we got. Let's see what else comes out. Let's see what else comes out. This is really good, though. Oh, Libra in reverse. Oh, okay, guys. These cards always... I'm not going to say they always bring a bad energy or a negative energy, but, oh, child, they are packed. They are energetically loaded. Oh my goodness. Someone's not a thotty. Ah! Energy by Drake. Somebody's bringing the energy, alright? I got enemies. Got a lot of enemies. What's going on? Sun in Scorpio. 5th house in Scorpio. Found a good one. What in the world is going on, collective? Venus in Aries, descendant in Aries, second house in Aries. Rage. Someone is raging out. Someone knows that someone has found a good one. And they're raging out. Because he has the wisdom never not to fool around. Somebody is getting turned down. Somebody has found a good one. And they like, I know I got a lot of enemies. A lot of people want to see me fumble. A lot of people want to see me drop the ball. Not gonna happen. Not on my watch. Somebody said not gonna happen. And it got somebody raging out. Goodness gracious. Somebody's like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Somebody's raging out. Because somebody is no longer in this thought energy. Somebody has a higher perspective of their self. This is Nine of Swords. This is Aquarian energy. It's right before the 10, which is dead set in Aquarian energy. And Aquarius is the oldest air sign, right? When it comes to logical means, when it comes to perspective, it is a higher one. It's the highest in terms of logic. And somebody got good sense about themselves. They're up there like, I don't have a reason to be in this thought behavior. I don't have a reason to be, they be outside, cheater, real lustful. Somebody like, I don't have a reason to be overly lustful. Like, I got a good thing. And I don't have a reason to be out of body like this. Like, it's unnecessary, right? Life's too short. Somebody like, life is too short. Okay? Mercury in Libra, third house in Libra. Hosanna. Somebody got God now. Mercury in Taurus, third house in Taurus. Somebody got God now. And they like, look, the way God blessing me, the way God handling me, I don't have to be in this energy. This is unnecessary. Somebody is in lover girl, lover boy energy, and they're good with it. They know that it's true. They know that it's real. Out of the commitment cards that is here, 4 of Wands, I would take as a valid commitment more than any of the other ones, right? I could take the Hierophant, but see, the thing about the Hierophant is Taurus energy, and it can be surface level, right? It can be superficial, and it can also be following the tradition, right? That could look like a lot of things, you know. That could look like marrying someone because your parents approve and other people don't, you know what I mean? Or because, you know, somebody fits in with you and your clique well, so you hang out with them, right? Like Mean Girls energy. Like how Katie went and started hanging out with the mean girls or the most popular girls in school because she fit in. She was pretty enough to fit with them, right? But that didn't mean that was actually where she was supposed to be, because behind the scenes she was friends with Janice and Damien. You know, and that was like a more valid friendship that she had. They were using her, for sure, that she was being used, but still, she had more of a connection with them than the actual girls that she was hanging out with on a daily. And somebody was trying to, I don't want to miss life. I promise it feel better taking his life. Somebody was in reverse Libra energy, which is just, it's the shadow side of Libra, which can be, well, there's actually on this card, I put shadow and light here. So, enjoys gossip for the aesthetic, can be two-faced, people-pleasing, follower, hard time thinking things through, indecisive. Somebody was being undecisive here. Somebody didn't know if they really wanted to go after a different path, after a different destiny, because of this Libra energy. They didn't know if they wanted to be in a relationship. They didn't know if they wanted to be committed, and it's headed their way. It's like miracles are manifesting, and it's because they're in this childlike energy. They believe it happened, right? A kid literally tells you, I'm going to be president, and you're like, and you are. You're going to be one of the greatest presidents we ever had. You know, you just go along with it. That's this energy here. Okay, Knight of Swords, where it's like, let's just go along with it, you know, and let's see where it takes us, right? So emotional. I gotta watch you walk in the room, baby. I gotta watch you walk out. I like the animal way you move, and when you talk, I just watch your mouth. Somebody's just like enamored with someone. Moon in Sagittarius, 4th house in Sagittarius. The moon is moving in Sagittarius. So someone gets emotional when they think about like where someone takes them, right? When someone shows up and they're like, hey, let's just go with it. Let's just go. You know what I mean? Let's just do this. Let's go here and let's see where we end up. Someone gets so emotional because they realize they end up in the presence of miracles. They end up somewhere that they never imagined they could be because they didn't think that they were worthy of it. They were not optimistic enough. There's 2 cards here with reversals where optimism comes in. This is consciously being optimistic and subconsciously being optimistic. Someone has attuned their energy to be more optimistic. Someone was pessimistic. And now, everybody mad at them for it. mad at me by Rico Nasty. Everybody mad at them for it. Everybody's like, you know what I mean? Why are you walking around so happy? Why are you acting like you got it going on? And what are you so happy about? Like, you got all this that you need to be worried about. And they're like, I'm good. And it's because someone really wants someone to be in a low vibration. Because honestly, let's just be real. When you fighting it out like this, when you all around the world, it gets, it's pretty low vibrational. Okay? And somebody does not have an STD. Enjoys sex too much, will bust it no matter what. Needs regular STD testing. Could be funky. Somebody don't want to be in this energy no more. Somebody don't want to be dealing with the funk no more. And you know, we get funky in different ways. But this is like, you know, personal hygiene. Somebody don't want to be dipping into this type of energy anymore. Somebody was dealing with some funky energy and they know that now. And somebody may have regularly had to like keep up on their STD testing and stuff. Like somebody is more subconsciously content with the fact like I could be getting regularly tested just because that's just good to do. But I also like the fact that I like the fact of knowing that I don't have to. Somebody was not feeling very secure in what they were in before. And now that they're realizing that there's more of an energetic commitment, there's more energetic stability here with someone, with themselves, really. The fact that they can trust it, you know, they can be in a relationship now, that they can actually go down this path. They're feeling more secure. And they're feeling romantic, honey. They're ready to lay it on thick. They're like, I'm tired of being in the streets. Stink, I miss you, Stink. Like somebody like, I'm tired of being in the streets. Like, I don't want this. I like to cuddle. I like to be nourished in terms of love, right? I want for my flowers to grow so I can pick them from my own garden and give them to you. Oh, how romantic. You know, like they're moving on from an energy that was delaying them and holding them back. This is Aries, Leo, Cancer, and Aquarius here. Someone's elevating, or someone's elevated and they're realizing it now. Right. And there is a female here who does not have all the facts. There's a lady here who does not have all the facts, big facts. They say they need answers about what? Well, I got big facts. Somebody is not getting answers. Somebody don't know why somebody's in this energy now. Like somebody, specifically I'm hearing somebody's trying to play somebody like a hoe. Somebody treat it like a hoe. That's an old song there. I actually believe that's Dej Loaf. But somebody wants to treat a masculine like a ho 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 ho, Merry Christmas, and they're not in that energy. They're not. They're over that. That does not align with them anymore. And they're getting praised. They're getting recognized. I'm not going to say they're getting praised. They're getting recognized for having a more optimistic attitude. And that's what's catching this female's attention. Where this female's like, something's going on. It's something that I don't know. Venus in Libra, descendant in Libra, second house in Libra. Yeah. This person could also have Venus in the descendant, Venus in the second house. And it also means like it could be like literally Libra in the second house, or Taurus in the second house, or Libra in the descendant, or Taurus in the descendant, because Venus here. So just really explaining how to read these in case anybody's watching and they're wondering like, how does she read these? So if you're trying to get like more clarification, but somebody's not they're not getting answers here. They're like, I'm trying to get to the facts. Like, how are you not, like, literally, somebody could literally be spewing negativity at somebody, and they're like, no, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be all right. It's no big deal. And somebody like, what do you mean? It is a big deal. Somebody's eating somebody up with their positivity. You know, when you know how to keep your vibration solid, you know how the world can be, you know, dark and light. And you know how to balance between them. Yeah, somebody got boundaries up here. Saying no, refusing can be the healthiest answer. I'm telling you, somebody's denying somebody some cuckoo. Somebody wants some cuckoo. Somebody wants some icky. And and the answer's no. Somebody telling somebody no. I don't want it. I'm good. I don't want it. Somebody's saying no, and they're just like, what? Like, how do you need it? It's like, I don't need. Somebody like, please. Anyway, reality check. What I just said. Somebody like, you is lost. I don't need it, actually. Somebody's learning the power of saying no, and they seeing people true colors, people real colors, like when they say no. Somebody's actually getting big facts here, because it might be with this female, or you know, could be a masculine acting like a feminine, for sure. It could definitely be that. But somebody's really getting facts, trying to shatter me with lies, and I ain't with that. Why they mad? Because I'm on fire and they ain't lit yet. Like, somebody is getting like the truth of who people are because they're saying no. Because they are refusing. They are getting clear answers. where other people are confused. They're not getting clear answers. They're not understanding. Like, how can you even say no? It's people are getting reality checks. Hope finally met reality. The truth is here. Ooh, and some people are realizing that they've been in situationships. It hasn't been defined for a reason. It was never meant to have a definition because it was never meant. Ooh, holding on too tightly. Letting go felt harder than holding on. These are people that have been clinging to you, collective. They've been hanging on to you too tightly. For whatever reason, blame shifting, responsibility always moved away from them. These are people that could never take responsibility for their own actions. They were shifting the blame onto you. You're the reason why you did this. You know, we would never be here if you never, like, they're always pushing it on you. And somebody had a fear of conflict here. Peace was protected at the cost of truth because somebody wanted to keep the peace. They decided to avoid the conflict. Okay? And was accepting breadcrumbs. Small attention kept your hope alive. I see leverage here. Emotional manipulation. Your empathy became their leverage. Because you empathized with them, because you felt for them, you saw things in them and maybe they didn't see in themselves, they used that as leverage. And there were things that you never said. What stayed inside never truly disappeared. It multiplied. Okay, trauma doesn't disappear, it deepens. That was in this week's energetic guidance blueprint, I believe. Or it's still in the energy, so that's good. I'm on time. Hey. So let's see. I like these. These are the relationship truth cards, guys. I got them off of Shein. Somebody did not want you to have a new beginning. Yeah. Emotional exhaustion. The connection drained more than it gave. Somebody was draining you, and they didn't want you to have a new beginning. The ending created space. Right? Somebody did not want you to end things with them because they didn't want you to create space in your life for new. I'm going to turn this up right. Because if you said, I'm not going to be a thotty no more, you're creating space. By holding your sexual energy, by not spreading it around, you're building it up to be used for something. I ain't got to make it up. Self-respect. Your needs deserve to matter too. Okay, somebody's doing a really good thing here for themselves. Somebody's moving for themselves, finally. It's like, how can you be of any use to anyone else if you are not doing anything for yourself? Needing their approval. Your worth slowly became measured by them. You don't need anybody else's approval outside of yours. How are you any good to anybody else if you're not taking care of yourself? That doesn't even make sense. You're not going to be any good to anybody else if you're not keeping yourself up. You got to put yourself first. Somebody was passive-aggressive, too. Not telling the truth. Not being open about what it is that they're feeling. It says the truth appeared through silence instead of words. They'd rather not say anything to you than tell you how they really felt. And it's not because it's a time and a place for everything. They weren't saying anything to you because they felt some type of way to the point they didn't even want to talk about it. They're like, I'd rather just, stuff it up under the rug. I'd rather just stuff it up under the rug. This is a moment of clarity. Hey, that's one coming out. This is a moment of clarity. One realization changed everything. You've been drifting apart. Closeness slowly turned into space. Someone is no longer as close to you as they would like to be. And that's just the truth. Moment of clarity. And it could be a feminine here. It could be a masculine that's in feminine energy. Either way, you're not as close as you once were. You drifted apart. Okay, and somebody's trying to hold on too tightly. It's over. Okay, and they're trying to emotionally manipulate you. Future faking. Promises were easier than commitment. They're making promises they're not going to be able to keep. Okay, their past was speaking. They reacted to their past, not to you. Somebody has had past issues in their life, past trauma that comes up to haunt them often. Boundaries. Clear limits protect your peace. You need boundaries with this person, okay? Healthy distance. I don't have to make it up, y'all. I'm just going through the deck. I promise you. You want to know how to read? I'm going to tell you. I'm just going through the deck. Healthy distance. Space reveals what closeness hides. You need healthy distance with this person. You do not need to be close to them. Okay? It's not going to work. They don't want. You've drifted apart. Something is over. Something is done. Somebody's not even the same person anymore. Right? Somebody could literally try to be like, you a HOE. You a ho, Merry Christmas. I'm not even that type of person no more. Now I think about it. What's right in the middle? Exactly. Okay? Like, at the end of the day, somebody's like, you're not even the same person anymore. You've evolved so much. And evolution creates space naturally between those that are not meant to stick around anyway. Somebody they're meant to go. You've drifted apart. And you're avoiding it. Somebody is avoiding the truth here and keep getting clarity. You need healthy distance. Space, because you have a fear of conflict and facing the truth. Why are you afraid to face the truth? Baby, if somebody not for you, they not for you. The universe is going to balance it out one way or the other. They're going to move around. Okay? The pattern could no longer be ignored. This is crazy. Because you got a fear of conflict? What in the world? And scared that. No, you're fearing the conflict, so you like to ghost them. This is not how you do that. Okay, this doesn't give the other person clarity and knowing what's up. You gotta face things straight up and let people know. Sometimes you gotta tell people we've drifted apart. Somebody don't know how to separate themselves. Somebody don't know how to create healthy distance by being straightforward. Okay. Let's pull the romance cards. These are new cards, y'all. This is the Black Mystic or Black Rose Tarot something. Somebody want to come to terms. Somebody want to work it out. Somebody is so close to begging. And it's just kind of like, that says all you need to know. What you got to beg for? You shouldn't have to beg for anything. Truth of the matter. If somebody wants you to beg, you know, come on now. I gotta tell you something. Don't stay in a situation where you got to beg somebody for something. For what? You better than that. You're going to be begging somebody for something. Beg God. Emotions, like waves, in and out, crashing, unpredictable. Somebody's highly emotional. Literally, so emotional. Somebody don't know how to really get their emotions together, where it's just kind of like, you can't take everything and run with it. This is a logic card, too. Now, Knight of Swords means when it makes sense, you can take it and run with it, okay? Somebody was taking the energy and running with it, like, oh, they feel so strongly about it, I can go with it. That don't mean nothing. That can deceive you. The opposite of Libra is Aries. It can create conflict in your life, okay? Be smart about it now. Lean more into if you're gonna take something and run with it, take the Libra approach with it, right? Use your logic, okay, and allow it to meet the energy, so it fully makes sense. That way, when you take it and run with it, you actually getting somewhere versus like running in circles type deal, okay? Influences, yeah, there's third party energy here too. Somebody was getting cheated on. It just is what it is. Others involved. Third parties, intervention, manipulation. Somebody have had all type of other people in between their relationship. It takes two to make a thing go right. It takes two people, baby. It takes two people. At the end of the day, it takes two to make a thing go right. Okay? It ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. Okay? It shouldn't be nobody else getting involved in anybody else's relationship straight up and down. It takes two. And sometimes it happens. I understand that. But when we're willingly doing it, right? Dating sites, hooking up, seeing someone, one night stands. This is cheating that's going on here. This is ho-ish behavior. Straight up and down. And that can get in the way of a relationship. And somebody's trying to emotionally use this like, well, it's because you could never be faithful to me. And now all of a sudden you don't want to be a ho-ho-ho Merry Christmas anymore. You want to be faithful to somebody else? Yes. Yes, because at the end of the day, somebody was holding on too tightly anyway. Somebody was never meant to be here. Somebody's already drifted apart and has just been avoiding it. Okay? At the end of the day, and somebody is passive-aggressive about it. Somebody is really upset about it, and they're doing little things to, like, bother somebody and make somebody upset to try to get in somebody's head, have them thinking negatively. Like, oh, you was cheating on me, so they're going to cheat on you. It don't matter about you making a change. It's like, get out of here, pessimist. Find you somebody else to play with. Because I'm going to think about it in the highest vibration that I can. Because that's what's been helping me move forward and evolve in this lifetime. Move it around. Okay, you in the way. Move. Move. Like, I get irritated with this type of stuff. Because it's kind of like, look, we all know it takes two to make a thing all right. People should not be in between our relationships. It doesn't matter who it is. Okay, and it doesn't matter the type of relationship. That includes friendships as well. That includes platonic and romantic. Okay, it takes two to make a thing go right. If I got beef going on with my mama, guess what? That ain't none of your business. Okay? That's none of your business. Not unless I bring you into it. Okay? And how I bring you into it matters. The energy that I bring to you matters. Okay? 4 of Wands. Because the energy does not lie. It can deceive, but it does not lie. So the energy that I bring it to you in matters. Okay, depending on how I'm talking, says how you can talk. Depending on how I'm moving, says how you can move. You know what I mean? Like, that's just what it is. Okay? But at the end of the day, nobody is supposed to be in between relationships, platonic or romantic, unless they are invited. And that's just what it is. And there are many invites. Okay? Now, if this is somebody where you was cheating on somebody and you decided to make a change, gotta make the change. You decided to make a change. You don't want to be a ho-ho-ho Merry Christmas no more. And you don't want to invite other people into your relationships anymore. AKA, man, you don't want to have no side pieces, no side flings. That's perfectly fine. Funk this person. And however they feel. Because they were holding on, waiting for you to make this change anyway. They were holding on too tightly, trying to wait for you to make this change and holding all of their aggression back, waiting to turn up on you, waiting for you to tell them that they were not the one that inspired this change, that you were gonna be better for. That's how people do. right? Humans are creatures of habit. And we've seen so many patterns and habits around this thing. It's nothing new. Okay, and this person dating and doing that thing behind the scenes anyway. Drama. What I told you. Creating problems. Thirsty for attention. This person thirsty for attention to the point they dating and moving around behind the scenes anyway. And then when you get ready to confront them about it, like, well, you know, we have a relationship between us. It's me and you out here, you got other people in between us. First thing they say, well, that's because you had people in between us first. Passive aggression. Move around. Me being a shiggity person ain't got nothing to do with you being a shiggier person. Okay? AKA me being a shitty person ain't got nothing to do with you being a shittier person. Okay? You should always strive to be better. That's just what it is. Just because a man out here dogging me out, cheating on me, and got me, you know, looking a certain type of food on me, and I'm finna have him looking one, I'm going to be better. That's how you really have a man look a fool. You want somebody to be boo-boo. You want somebody to be your boo. You want him to be boo-boo. You want to be boo-boo the fool. You be better. Okay? Somebody trying to put you under a microscope. But this is confirmation for somebody. Somebody's up under the magnifying glass. Somebody's finding out the truth. Somebody's having a moment of clarity that this person was always going to have these feelings toward them. This person was always going to be aggressive towards them. Because from the initial moment that you allowed somebody to come in between your relationship, they started to have all of these issues with you. And they were just holding on because they could sense it. They knew it. Look, as much as people like to play like they ain't got good sense, they do. Okay? Somebody was really obsessed, holding on, clinging. Okay? Somebody literally knew that somebody was going to make a change. They were waiting on the day so they could throw it up in their face. Like, I knew you were going to be better, but you're going to be better for them. You're not going to be better for me. Absolutely, because you ain't that one. Okay, it sucks, but it is what it is. Reminiscing, dwelling, good times, looking back. Somebody looking back on the times where you were closer in a connection. Because you've drifted apart now. But somebody's looking back on times where you were closer in a connection, and they going, so this really how you going to do this because you were doing this with me, and you were doing that with me, and you trying to do this with me. Look at there. Union, reconciliation, coming back, making it work, second chance. Like, somebody's like getting a second chance here, and somebody is so upset about it. Because they wanted the second chance to be with them, but it's just kind of like, babes, that's not what we're doing here. Okay, and I only said babes because there's a feminine here. There's a female here. That's not what we're doing here. Okay, go where you are supposed to be. Obsession. Somebody was obsessed with somebody else out in this connection. Maybe this is how they knew that one day you're going to make a change. You know what I mean? Maybe that's how you do. Anchor. Holding it together, getting a grip, having this chained up. Somebody's just been holding it together while creating space for this new beginning in their life. And it's very much giving my collective. Keep it going. Keep it on pace. Secrets. Ooh. And there's clarity here. There's a love affair. Keeping things inside, not opening up illusions. Someone is having a moment of clarity. They've just been keeping it all bottled up. Children, immaturity, innocence, and childhood. Somebody's been keeping something bottled up since childhood. And they want to get away from it. They want to run away with someone. Okay, collective. And they're contemplating staying or leaving. Somebody wants to go, though. Oh, someone's inspired. Someone has a muse. And inspiration is really beautiful. Because it's like you see all the things that you're not able to fully see in yourself in someone else. They mirror some of the most beautiful parts of yourself back to you. I've learned that in a good relationship that I actually have in spirit, where I've learned how muses are blessings in more than one way. So that's really good. Okay, somebody's found a missing piece, where they've been detached, where they've locked away a part of themselves. This is nice, and they don't want to party anymore. Having fun, clubbing, risky. They're making a change here. Okay, collective, this looks good. We got one more card here. Blind. Someone has been watching you guys online, and they want to know something. They can't see something. Somebody is standing in somebody's blind spot. Somebody's standing in somebody's blind spot. Probably whoever this is that doesn't have all the answers, that doesn't have all the facts. That's most likely who is blinded. They can't see something. And somebody is also moved by somebody's blind faith. The fact that somebody would just have blind faith, where it's just kind of like, I believe in you. Wow, right on the head, huh? I believe in you. No matter what, I have faith in you. I have trust in you. It's that, like, faith of a mustard seed. It's divine. So that's two situation scenarios here. Let's get some spiritual advice cards, and I'm going to let y'all go. I'm going to give you your proverbs. I'm going to give you your angel number. And I'm going to give you your affirmation for this week as a whole, collective. This reading has been good. I'm excited to move into the divine feminines so we can see what's going on. Yeah, I gave y'all 35 minutes. Y'all still get extra time. Isn't that cute? Practice self-reflection. trust the journey. Faith, trust, surrender, and patience. And honor your unique journey. There's joy in the journey, guys. I always love the journey, okay? Acceptance, gratitude, growth, and self-love. Practice patience, waiting, endurance, perseverance, trust. Someone has been waiting. Someone has showed, like, divine love in the flesh. Because someone has been very enduring and persevered through quite a bit. And this is a part of your unique journey. And you must accept it and be grateful for it. Because it's how you'll love yourself the way that you do. You know? It's unique. It's something that you'll never find anywhere else. You'll never find. Like, you'll never get it anywhere else. It's really beautiful when you think about it that way. Yeah, strengthen your spiritual connection. Faith, guidance, inner peace, and connection. Okay, so if you are in a relationship, which I hope is not this one where it got all this mess going on, it's time to strengthen it. Okay, practice self-reflection. Introspection, self-awareness, self-discovery, and growth. Love yourself. Love who you are. Fuck whoever this is that's trying to, like, hold you up and be all in your ear like, oh, that's not right, or you're going to try to be a better person for them. Like, yeah, because you were meant to push me to this. It just is what it is. Play your card how they dealt. Like, sometimes you just got to look at people like, be for real, right? Practice gratitude. Because somebody was never grateful for you. Appreciation, thankfulness, contentment, joy. Somebody was never grateful for you. Somebody looks at you more like a burden. Like you've brought stress into their life. Like you've made it harder for them than it has to be. Like someone doesn't know how to practice gratitude when it comes to you. And I'm going to turn this up right because you should be grateful. Okay? We should always be grateful, guys. Because there's always an opportunity. You could not have it. You know, you could be down on your luck or down on your... You know what I mean? So, yeah. And trust the journey. If there was a love affair here... have faith in its reasoning, one way or the other. Stop bottling it up. Express it. Share it. Get it out. Even if it's just with yourself. Journaling helps. And get in that mirror and chat with yourself. Okay? So let's get the Proverbs and the angel number. So the angel number this week for all of us is 589. I receive. Okay? Excuse me. The Proverbs... Oh, I receive is the affirmation, guys. So what we should be saying this week is I receive, okay? And the Proverbs is, a malicious man disguises himself with his lips, but in his heart he harbors deceit. Though his speech is charming, do not believe him, for 7 abominations fill his heart. Ooh, that's good. That's Proverbs 26, 24 to 25. So I'm going to read it again. A malicious man disguises himself with his lips, but in his heart he harbors deceit. Though his speech is charming, do not believe him, for 7 abominations fill his heart. Proverbs 26, 24 through 25. That's good. And I already pre-wrote these, guys. I pre-wrote these. This was actually supposed to be for the week of May 10th through the 16th. So, it made it to this week. We're in July. This is supposed to be for May. So, yeah. It happens like that. Harry Potter, y'all. 589 is the angel number. So, let's pull her up. Let's see, guys. I study in my books. I have the time. Life walks me through it. 589. Higher purpose. You are receiving divine inspirations. You are called to a higher purpose. Your angels validate that your recent inspirations are of the divine and when followed will change the course of your life. Start today by lying in meditation with your hands on your crown chakra, the top of the head. Repeat this mantra. I receive. Okay, collective, my beauty babes. My solid soldiers. Y'all already know what time it is. So make sure you guys head over to the Instagram and check out the weekly posts. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe here. If you ain't gonna comment, like, hello, make some noise, y'all. Like, say something. You know what I mean? And I might be making an announcement later this week. It's already Wednesday, so ain't no telling. But I might be making an announcement later this week or over the weekend. I might do some work over the weekend, maybe. I haven't really decided just yet, but I might be making a very, very important announcement, so be aware. Check out the Instagram and the Reddit page for sure, okay? And it might have to do with readings if you want more clarity, okay? So make sure you check out the Reddit page, okay? Make sure you check out the Reddit page, because the Divine Masculines got me so stirred up, honey. Yeah, so like, comment, and subscribe here. Make sure you go follow the Instagram page. Make sure you go follow the Reddit page. And most importantly, make sure you subscribe here. And yeah, make sure you have a beautiful, blessed, and abundant day. Later.